Are you thinking about selling your home but not quite sure where to start? Stand by. I'm going to go over 6 essential seller tips to get you started. Hey, I'm Bryan David, broker owner of Expect Realty, and I'm going to cover for you 6 essential tips to getting your home sold. So, first things first, curb appeal. So, when you have a buyer and they show up at your house, or maybe they just do a drive by, they saw it online, they want to check out the neighborhood, and they do a drive by your house, you need the outside to look attractive. The very first thing I would do is get somebody in there to pressure wash it, or maybe do it yourself. That's cool. Uh, One thing, a tip, be careful of the windows. Make sure whoever you hire knows what they're doing. You can break the seals on those windows and then they'll fog up. I once had a sliding glass door that somebody ruined. Cost me $800 to replace it. So just be careful there. Next thing would be to freshen up the paint on the outside. If there's any peeling paint, make sure that gets scraped and taken care of. Some home loans are going to make you do it anyways. If a buyer comes with, say, a VA or FHA loan, that would want you, in order to get the appraisal and the loan approved, to scrape and repaint those areas. So it's best to go ahead and address them now. Your outdoor lighting, just make sure all your fixtures work, and if they're old or they're crusted or whatever, go ahead and fix that as well. As far as the lawn, make sure you mow the lawn and keep it manicured, and trim any hedges and trees that you might have. And if you got any debris in the yard, or old lawn furniture, anything like that, get rid of it. Put it in storage or garage sale it, whatever. Just make it go away. It makes the yard look small, so it's best just to go. You're gonna have to move it anyways when you move. Might as well get rid of it. And then the last thing is just paint the front door something bold that stands out, that goes with the house, obviously, and clean that space up around the front door really good. It's really important because when the other agent is there opening up that key box, the buyers are going to be standing there for 30 seconds to, up to 2 minutes, just looking around. And that's where really going to, whether it's conscious or subconsciously, they're going to start forming an impression about your house. The next thing that you're going to really want to focus on is decluttering and depersonalizing your house. So what does that mean? Well, any unneeded furniture, any unneeded items, go ahead and put those in storage. Go ahead and pack them up and get rid of them. It makes the house look bigger. It allows a better flow throughout the house. Any kind of photos or mementos, go ahead and pack them up and get rid of them as well. If you have a lot of stuff hanging on walls, definitely take the of it down. Hopefully you have some matching paint. Go ahead and fill those holes and paint over, but make sure that paint matches too, because we don't want a bunch of splotches of odd looking colors all over your wall either. You're going to organize your closets. Definitely get rid of anything that doesn't need to be in there. If they're overstuffed and things are falling off the shelves, or you got lots of clothes, decide what you need for the next couple of months and go ahead and pack up the rest. You might have a great closet, but if it's overstuffed and sticks their head in it to check it out, it could be a deal killer. So go ahead and do that. Same thing with any kind of drawers, or not so much drawers, but cabinets. Make sure your cabinets are all cleaned up and decluttered as well. Pantry, like that. And I would say the next thing is just, it's really good to have a neutral paint color throughout the house. Try to get rid of any kind of bold rooms that you might have, whether it's a kid's room that's pink or purple. Just the more neutral it is, the easier it is for a buyer to see themselves in the home. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want the buyer to be able to come in there and imagine and think, hey, this could be mine. I would put my stuff here and I would hang my photos here. We don't want them, spending the whole time looking at all your stuff. So the two biggest reasons that transactions fall through is home inspections and the loan. So as far as the home inspection goes, this home inspector is going to come into your home and they're going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Go ahead and hire a home inspector. $300 to $400, really depends on the size of the house, could be a little more. Have them come in and do a full-blown inspection and then make all those repairs and go ahead and get out of the way. No two home inspectors are alike, so another guy may come in when you get it and find a couple of additional things, may not find some of the things the other, but for the most part, it will smooth out your transaction. Even if you have no major items, I've seen home inspection reports that just have a lot of little things, but it scares the buyer. So the buyer just sees a lot of deferred maintenance and lack of care, and it scares them away. And we don't want that to happen with yours. So you could get a home inspector come in and do that, or you could do it. Some things that you're looking for: any leaky faucets, running toilets, repair any damage to walls, floors, trim, ceilings. If you have old lighting fixtures, a great upgrade is just to update the lighting fixtures. Another thing to do is clean the house really well. I recommend hiring a professional to come in and do a deep clean. It will go a long way. Trust me, especially if you have pets in the house, dogs, cats, or, if you have kids, you're living your life there. And if you have pets living in your house, get somebody to come over and do a smell test for you. Because when we live with our pets, sometimes we just don't realize how bad the smell is. And the last thing to think about is replacing some of the fixtures like faucets, kitchen faucets, the cabinet and drawer pulls and handles, hinges on the door if you have old gold-plated hinges, doorknobs. So what about staging your home? Absolutely. Next big tip. And whether you hire a professional or you do it yourself, here are a few things to make sure that happens because, ultimately, we want to create an inviting atmosphere for buyers whenever they're at the house. And they want to come in and you want things set up, right? So you want to move furniture around and open up the floor space, create flow through the house. It's really key. You want to think about a neutral palette for your furniture and your accessories so that it appeals to a wide range of buyers as they come in. And another great idea is, add fresh flowers and plants that, to give the house color and, some life, some vibrance. And one last pro tip, set up the kitchen table with your best dinnerware, set it up like guests are coming over. That way, when the buyers come in and they see that, they can instantly imagine because that's what we want to do. We want to create an atmosphere where buyers come in and start dreaming and imagining how they would use your house, how they would live there, what it would look like, what it'll be like when they have their family and friends and workers over for, holidays and big games and things like that. So this next tip, you're gonna have to work with your real estate agent on, but it's pricing your home right. It is so important to price your home correctly. And you're gonna want to start out by getting your agent to do a market analysis. A lot of people call it comparative market analysis because we're comparing it to other homes. I also call it a competitive market analysis. So your agent's going to create a report and they're going to pull out all of the sales in the area that are like your house, comparable in location, size, amenities, age, all those things. They're going to show you the sales and tell you what the market's suggesting for a list price. But we're also going to look at what else is on the market. Buyers have a choice, and they have a choice between your house and another one down the street. So it's very important to set the right price. So it gets buyers excited and makes them want to come and see what you have to offer. And lastly, marketing your home effectively. It's so super important. And the number one tip I got is professional photos, possibly a virtual tour, a video of the house, and I highly recommend hire a professional photographer. Most agents already do this. I just cannot stress it enough that professional photos get buyers in the door. Sometimes it makes the house look better than it does, but that's okay. We want to get the buyers in the door. Next up is making sure that the agent writes a captivating description for your home. And you can help your agent out by telling the agent what sold you on the home. What is it that you love about the home? What are great features? Sometimes you have to live there to understand what makes the house great. So share those stories with your agent so they can write a great description for you. Now, your agent is going to likely market your house. They should be putting on social media, should be sending it to literally of websites. But your part in this is going to be to also share those listings out on social media, not just on your social media accounts, asking your friends and your family and your coworkers to share that out as well. One last one that I'd like to mention is holding open houses. If your home's vacant, that's easy. But if you're living there, you're going to want to have a conversation with your agent about security and about who would be going through your house. Because when buyer agents bring clients through, the clients have been vetted met it, they knew who they are, but when we hold an open house, we have no idea, no way of knowing everybody that's going to show up, who they are, what their true intentions are. So it's going to be very area dependent. So talk to your agent about that. See if it's something that you're comfortable doing if you're still living in the house. So there you have it. 6 hot tips. Get your house ready to sell, price it right, market effectively, get those repairs done, declutter, stage it, get professional photos, all these things. Hey, if you think about selling your home, give us a call, send us a message, leave a comment below. We're glad to answer any questions that you have. And if you'd like a market analysis on your home just to see if now is the right time or not, hey, we can do that too. There's no cost involved with that. We just need to have a conversation so we can get some details about your home. So anyways, hope you found this interesting. And by the way, if you know anyone that's in the market to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, have them call us too. We really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Happy selling.